The Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The gift to the back. Tough sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They punted away on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snags it over the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll test the right side. Powers through the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to swing it on second down. The sure hands, it's Jordan. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Back open in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to move them on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Moncrief. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for an early chunk play. Read option to the right.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They go right back to it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Unloads quickly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up 14 over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cantrell. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Rides to back and leaves it. Nice move there. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. There's the pressure. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Number 60, on to kick it away.
Punt is in the air. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. looking to throw for it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.